Well, here we are. Right. This is. There it is. So, yeah. Alright, look, we both knew this was coming. Let's just pretend otherwise. Now, I know you want to say you can handle it, but this is going to take at least some effort, and you have to take a break just walking down these steps to get here. I just don't want you to passing out and drowning on me after all this. So I think we should just act like adults here and get over with it. Right, yeah, I guess you have no choice but to go in together for safety reasons. Right, safety. Not as though this was the first time, after all. Just the first time it hasn't been an accident, so why does that make us feel more awkward? Splash, bleh. A little cold, don't you think? Sorry. I think whatever the tower did also had an effect on the ship's enchantments. Don't worry, it's slow, but once this rinse is done, the bath should have warmed up. Thanks. Natsuni, why are you doing all this for me? What do you mean? You know what I meant. You've been acting a little different towards me since we woke up. More open, and it's nice but weird coming from you. Have I? Yeah, I guess maybe I have. Laura, the way she looked right at me, like she was pleading for me to take care of him, I don't know. Maybe I was just imagining it. But real or not, look, what doesn't matter? I'm just glad you're not dead, that's all. So I'm being nicer. Just don't get used to it. Once you get your strength back, I won't go easy. No. No more evading, huh? Natsuni, I need to know what's going on between us. Keith, do we really have to do this right now? Can't we just enjoy the rest of this ship ride stuff without all this emotional stuff? I mean, after everything that happened this earlier, that's exactly why I'm asking. I know I just got lost Laura, but well, the truth is, I've been mourning her loss for a long time now. It made me a bitter person for years, but now, because of your spell, I feel like I finally have some closure, like I can move on now. Alright, I get that, but I just don't know what to say. You want a straight answer, then fine, yes, there is a small part of me that has feelings for you, but I can't tell if that's really me or for the female body making me feel that way. Tell me this, Keith. If we had ever ended up in the same bath that night that we first met, and I was still a guy to you, would you even be asking me this right now? I can't say for sure, but considering you kissed me at the back of the tavern, I think I might question it even more. We agreed not to look into that. I'm just saying, it's a little weird for a guy to kiss a friend out of the blue like that. I was under a lot of stress, okay? That tavern was on fire. You just saved my life from, well, immediately you, and after all that, it was the heat of the moment. Well, if you think about it, we were in a civilization now. We're in a similar situation now. I was under a lot of stress. Then the ship was on fire apparently, and you ended up in saving my life earlier from something that had came from you. But I know you wouldn't like me suddenly kissing you for no reason, saying it was for the heat of the moment. Well, maybe I would. Wait, Keith, No, no, it's okay. I know what you were going to say. It wasn't serious. I wasn't serious either. You know me. I never just end up and I do that to you. Not unless you asked me to, which never would, so it's a moot point. Natsuni, are you okay? This is the part where you're supposed to deny it too. In that case, then I'm asking you. Asking me what? Natsuni, are you sure? This seems so fast. Maybe we should wait until it's up to you, Keith. But it's now or never. I know myself, and in another minute I'll try to laugh it off as a joke. Okay, then, if you're sure, then I will. Ready? Yes. Thump, 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 thump. No. Thump, thump. Peck. Was that really it? I guess. Was it that bad? No, no, not bad. It's just, after all that build-up, I thought it would be more, expecting it to be more, I don't know, eventful, momentous, just anything to do, help me sort out my feelings once and for all, but it was just brief. I know, I tried, but it was probably almost reluctant as you. Not that I didn't want to, but I think deep down, even knowing your secret, I really have seen you as one of those guys. So that this change was a bit strange for me too. One of those guys. I guess I can see now that you must feel at least a little kissing someone you view as a guy. It must have been really hard for you. Sorry it ended up being so disappointing. Keith? Huh? Moof? Well, it wouldn't hurt to do it again. Moof. Clunk. Meanwhile, so how long do you think he's going to be out? You hit him pretty hard with that rock, may have given him a concussion. Well, I had to be sure he'd stayed down. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Still, we need him to tell us what kind of poison he used on the girls so they can't die on us yet. You know, I expected an assassin to be a lot scarier in person. He's actually kind of cute for a wolf boy. Rain, don't go complimenting this guy trying to kill us. I know I'm not being serious. It's just nice to finally feel safe again. We make a pretty good team, especially now that you two have put aside your differences. We're all friends now. Well, we're friends with you, but I don't think Scythe and I will be friends. All right for now, huh? Rain, you're changing again. Look, huh? I am. I am. I'm finally turning back into me again. It's just like Mom said. If I stay calm, I can change back without even using the suppressor. This is the best day ever. Well, it was. Back to being the only Kedron in the group again. It was fun while it lasted. Now for the rest. Rain? Come on. What's the matter now? I can't be stuck like this. It's worse than before. Hey, look, on the bright side, at least you don't have a face of a... What? Nothing. Cut that time. Sigh. It's really not that bad, you know. If you know the legs and kind of looks like you're wearing some Kedron costume. Yeah, I'm sorry for spoiling the mood. I still kind of glad we're safer now. It's just a little frustrating, it's all. But you guys don't have to worry about me. I'll be okay. Yawn, if you're sure. Well, I don't know how long that guy's gonna be out, but this is the first chance we've had to get some sleep. I think how now is a good time to stay as any. Red, why don't you and Rain get some rest and I'll take the first watch. I don't think so. How about I watch him while you get some sleep? What? Seriously, after all that happened, you still don't trust me? Because I'm a wolf. No, I don't trust you because you just referred to that rodent as a person. Hey, you leave Miss Nibbly out of this. Hello, boys. Hello? I'm still here and I've actually slept recently. Why don't I watch him? Rain, I don't think you watching him alone is such a good idea. I mean, no offense, but you're already hurt and kind of broke out. I know you're right. I'm certainly wouldn't stand a chance to fight, but I'm one of you guys. But if one of you guys falls asleep on watch, there won't be any fight at all. She's got a point. Yeah, I guess. All right, I don't like it, but I agree. This is the best choice. Here, don't worry. I'll call out if he wakes up. Good. Once he does, we can trade his life for the name of the poison, and then we can be long gone from here. Right. Don't worry, us girls can hold the fort. Isn't that right, Miss Nibley? Oh no, not you two. There's something off about that thing. Hey, we're not really letting that guy go out after this, are we? Of course not, but Rain doesn't need to hear that. Even without any weapons or crystals, he's still dangerous. Once we have what we need, I'll take him away from here and let him go. Twitch. I shouldn't feel bad. I know they're just trying to shield me. It's just a little hard not to feel hurt. I might be a little naive sometimes, so I understand that situation we're stuck in. It would rather be a bad idea to give this guy another opportunity to try and trick us again in the future, and I'm all too aware of how dangerous someone with magic can be. Still, I wish I was another way, even if someone like this guy must have friends or family out there waiting for him to come back home. I wonder where they might be. Meanwhile, wow, that was something. Yes, quite. I am never going to hear the end of this from Zen, whatever he decides to finally wake up today. Thank goodness his mind still seems to be asleep at the moment. So, where do we go from here? From here, well, I was thinking we should probably go down to our usually sparring spot and go to the work building. Your strength, building up your strength before we can hit the mainland again. Natsuni, you know what I meant. Hey, we're not all the two. We are the two of us in a? Don't say it. We're just really good friends, okay? Don't do we need to put a label on it? Can't we just see where things go without thinking about it too much right now? Mm-hmm. So just let it happen as it happens, alright? I can do that. Good. That's much easier on my mind. Swipe. Later that night, Trace and I should sit out in the stars more often. Even with the cold, it does help to de-stress. I wonder if Kat will be willing to fix this. I mean, I know it's a temperature, but I will still associate with Trace. Maybe Kat could change the Get back here, huh? Whoosh. Maddie, I've got you now. I knew this thing would come in handy. You might be sneaky, but you can't hide from magic. Slap. Eric. Ow, what was that for? You know full well, Eric. I knew you were a perv, but this? What do you think you're doing chasing around a little girl? Huh? What are you talking about? Don't give me that. I know all about your little grabby hands. What? For I assure you, I have absolutely no interest in the little pest. In the way that you seem to be implying. What gave you the idea? Then why are you trying to chase her? Why? Because she's a stowaway. And what were you planning to do once you caught her? Well, I wasn't planning on throwing her the brat off board. Whack. Hey, easy. I meant it in a lifeboat, of course. Well, are we not going to throw an innocent girl into the sea? No, not innocent, if you ask me, and it's not as if it's a foreign concept to the Bastion. Just ask Keith. What the Bastion did to Keith was just a cruel. It's not like I enjoy tossing kids into the ocean or anything, but we can't just keep it here. She's not a stray cat. Meow. Look, we're all still well within the Bastion waters, and the Bastion have the largest fleet in the area. All I'm suggesting is giving her a boat and supplies, and leaving her here before we drag her any further. Otherwise, all we're doing is kidnapping her. You won't be kidnapping me, silly. I probably should have brought this up earlier, but you see, I have a permission slip. Ta-da! Why don't you Why didn't you show this before? Well, you seemed awful busy at the time, so I thought I'd just explore the ship a little, look around, check out the crew, find some parchment. Honestly, what the ship doesn't have parchment in the storage in its hold. What was that? Nothing. Here you go. Huh? What the? One freed admission. I'm sorry. Please don't throw me overboard. My new friends. Alright, I don't really have anything official. I snuck on board to support General Keith, but this is my first time away from the island and I was a little scared. When I get scared, the first instinct is to cause a distraction and run away. That's usually my job in the military. It's why my nickname is Madness. Madness, huh? I remember you from earlier. Keith, I'm gasped, touching tails. But both boys? Oh. Sir, we met briefly in person on the docks, and earlier at your trial. Lieutenant Madeline Adelaide, East Bastion Recon Division, infiltration class, reporting for duty. Infiltration class. So is that where you're doing here? Infiltrating? No. Well, I guess technically yes, sir. Alright, so you snuck on board the ship to follow me. Please tell me someone on the island knows you're here. Of course, I wouldn't have left without informing my superior officer, or at least if she doesn't know yet, she will soon. Meanwhile, Maddie, dear, are you alright? The guards tell me you haven't been seen outside your room in... Huh? What's this? Madeline! Did you hear something?